So you've heard that next year is going to be a new F1 car design, and you're wondering what's changed from last year. You see, I asked myself the same question when they announced it last year, so let me tell you what's changing. Let's start off by talking about downforce. To get downforce, the aerodynamics of the car push air over it. By the air going over the car, it pushes it towards the ground. So, hypothetically, a car could drive upside down in a tunnel like in Monaco. It creates a sort of vacuum which sucks the car to the ground. Imagine how cool that would be if you could have like an overtaking zone in the Monaco tunnel. I know it'd be too unsafe, but it would be awesome. So dirty air is like disturbed air, and it's been created by the odd vortices of air that are spinning off all parts of the cars and the wings and everything. And the car behind following has to face this disturbed air, which shakes and rattles the car, which makes it really hard to overtake. Starting at the front of the car, the new front wing is a more simplified design, as there are less sharp and intricate elements. There are also shorter end plates. Instead of the front wing pushing air away from the car, it actually pushes them to the centre, and to the new side of the car. As mentioned earlier, they can simplify the wings as they are no longer a main source of downforce for the car, and rather to create better rating and reduce dirty air. You may also notice that the nose and front wing are a lot wider than last year's. This is due to the excessive safety tests that the cars now have to do, following Romain Grosjean's crash in Bahrain 2020. Now, onto the sides and floors of the cars. These are the main producers of downforce. On the previous cars, they would have large barge boards and side pods, but now it's a simplified, sleek, one-piece wonder. You see, the barge boards are meant to push all the disturbed and dirty air created by the front wheel and other complicated parts away from the car, so it does not shoot itself in the foot by driving through its own dirty air. By pushing the dirty air outwards, it disturbs the following car by shaking it, making it hard to control. The new floor and sides push the dirty air to the back of the car at the centre, where the new curved rear wing pushes that turbulent air over the car, meaning there is minimal dirty air for the following car and overtaking is easier. As I said earlier, the rear wing is now a curved design with no end plates, and these end plates are one of the main reasons dirty air is a thing, and by getting rid of them, following should be a lot easier. If you've enjoyed the video, please do consider subscribing. It's free, only takes a few seconds, and you can always unsubscribe later if you want. Thanks. Now on to tyres. You see, in a road car, usually the larger the horsepower, the larger the wheels, but in F1 it's a little bit different. You see, in F1 you want to have the lightest car, as it's easiest to go faster that way. For example, are you more likely to run faster if you weigh 60 kilograms or if you weigh 80 kilograms? That 20 kilograms makes a huge difference, but in F1 their margins are even closer. A single kilogram could lose a huge amount of lap time. So why are F1 changing from a 13-inch tyre to an 18-inch tyre? Surely the extra weight would just slow down the car. Well, yes and no. You see, by making them bigger, there is a larger surface area, which means more grip. Now, grip is the holy grail of racing. The more grip you have, the more speed, and that's what you want. Speed. You may also notice that over the front tyres there's a sort of cover for the aerodynamics. Now, my one concern with this is, how are the pit crew going to do the pit stops? Because it will be hard for the pit crew to grab the tyre if there's something covering it, and I want to see how they get around that. So I want to hear your thoughts. Do you prefer the look of the 2022 car or the 2021 car? Or even let me know, what was your favourite F1 car ever? I'd love to hear it. Now let's talk a little bit about DRS. If you don't know, DRS stands for Drag Reduction System, and it's a way of gaining an advantage on your competitors. It can be used when you're within 1 second of the car ahead and in a specific DRS zone, which is usually on a straight. Basically, the rear wing has a flap which can lift up, letting air through the rear wing, making you go quicker. On the new cars, it seems that they don't really have a DRS flap per se, which means DRS might not be around. Either way, with the new regulations, I don't think people will need DRS as the racing will already be so close, so maybe DRS will be abolished. So that's it, those are most of the changes for the car in 2022. I'd like to thank you for watching, I've been Connor, and I'll see you later.